everyone, my name is Brianna and I am one of 4 recycling coordinators with the City of San Antonio Solid Waste Management Department. And I'm very excited to be one of the first to welcome you to this year's virtual Homeschool Expo. Over the next few weeks, join me and my friends as we teach you about the importance of recycling and waste management with a few field trips along the way. After this lesson, type your questions into the comments and I will answer them for you. Here at the City of San Antonio Solid Waste Management Department, we work hard to provide a safe and efficient way to dispose of you and your family's weekly waste. By the end of this lesson, you will learn about a brief overview of our 3 carts, the importance of recycling and composting, the 3 R's, and we'll get to try our hand at upcycling. After this lesson, we will be visiting the Northwest Service Center to get a closer look at some of the awesome trucks that drive right through your neighborhood, so stay tuned. Our department has 3 different colored carts, a blue recycling cart, a green organics cart, and a brown trash cart. The blue cart takes recyclable items like paper, plastic, glass, and cans. The green cart is for organic material. The main rule is that if a worm can eat it, green it. So items that belong in here include leaves, grass clippings, dead plants, and food waste like apple cores and banana peels. Lastly, our brown cart is for all of your other leftover trash that cannot be recycled or composted. This includes things like broken toys, candy wrappers, and diapers. So why separate your waste into 3 different carts? The key reason is to prevent contamination. Contamination happens when you throw the wrong thing in the wrong cart. When throwing the wrong items in the wrong cart, you can soil or ruin all of the clean items, and if a clean plastic bottle has too much food or icky stuff on it, it cannot be recycled. By recycling and composting, we can make sure that our earth has plenty of natural resources like trees, water, and oil to go around. Recycling and composting also ensures that our city stays clean and beautiful by keeping trash out of our waters and natural areas. So what are some other ways to help keep San Antonio clean? The 3 R's are a great place to start. The 3 R's are reduce, reuse, and recycle. Reduce is the most important of the 3 R's, and it means to make less. And we're trying to make less trash. Less trash helps us save space in our landfills and creates a cleaner San Antonio. Reuse means to use something over and over again. Some examples of reusable items include reusable bottles, reusable straws and utensils, and even reusable shopping bags. By reusing items, you are also reducing your waste as well. The final R is recycling. Recycling means to take something old and turn it into something new. For an example, an old water bottle is washed, crushed into pellets, and spun into threads to make things like new jackets, new shoes, and new t-shirts. Some other awesome things that we have, this reusable bag was actually made from water bottles like you see here. Another awesome activity is to upcycle. Upcycling is like recycling, but you do it yourself. It's a creative way of reusing old objects and turning them into an item of new purpose. Today, we will be creating a planter from an old mason jar. So for this project, you will need an old jar. A jelly jar, mayonnaise jar, or a mason jar will work great for this project. Some small rocks, glass beads, or pebbles, anything small that can fit inside of your jar. Some seeds. I have some sunflower seeds, anything that you would like to grow inside of your mason jar. And some soil. So I have some soil in this little packet right here. First thing you will need to do is make sure that your mason jar is clean, washed, and dried. Then what you're going to do is place some small pebbles, rocks, or glass beads. The reason you put these small rocks inside the bottom of the mason jar is so that when we water our plant, the plant does not get overwatered and all the water can trickle down and stay where these rocks are. Next, what we're going to do is take our soil. So I'm going to open this up right here and I'm going to fill up this mason jar. A good tip would be to place some newspaper or actual paper to make sure that you're not making a very big mess like I am. You make sure it's nice and neat. Now I'm going to get my seeds. I'm going to take 2 to 3 seeds to make sure they take. I'm going to place them in the jar. And now I'm going to put more soil on top, just a bit, to make sure that the seeds are covered. And there you have it. Normally you would just throw a jelly jar away like this, but now you have an awesome place to grow herbs, grow plants, or anything pretty to look at on your windowsill. Now that you have an example of an upcycled item, I challenge you to find things around your house and post pictures of your upcycled projects on our department's Facebook page. So now it's quiz time. I'm going to ask you a few questions about my presentation, and you should post your answers in the comments, and I'll give them a like if they're correct. Question number 1, what are the 3 R's? Question number 2, which R is the most important? Question number 3, what is upcycling, or can you give me an example of an upcycled object? Number 4, what are the 3 colors of carts that we have in our department? And number 5, why should we separate our items into 3 different carts?